the sand in the shower, the gear room. These are the parts where it's like,
this is the reality.
My name is Lauren. I'm 30 years old.
I don't have a garage.
Are you 30?
I don't have a hose.
30 or 31?
31.
31. Oh.
Oh yeah, we'll have to film that. My name is Lauren Zaleski. I'm 31 years old. I live and kite in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I grew up in Michigan, where I spent my summers on the inland lakes. My earliest memories are of being on the boat with my family, swimming, water skiing, napping. I guess I always felt the lull on the boat comforting. Because I grew up on the lakes, that was home. That's why I think the ocean has taken me longer to get comfortable with. It's still pretty foreign, but we're becoming friends. I first learned how to kiteboard summer 2010. I just thought it seemed pretty cool, and I knew my brother loved it, so I wanted to give it a try. From the beginning, it wasn't something I was super dedicated to on my own. I only took the initiative to go by myself once. Otherwise, I was just kiting with my brother. Because honestly, I was always pretty nervous about something going wrong. One of my first body dragging experiences, I crashed the kite. I wasn't able to relaunch. I was getting sucked into the current. I was starting to go closer and closer to the bridge, and I was afraid a barge would come. And I did have a couple of bad experiences that set me off kiting for about 7 years. For a long time, I really didn't think I would kite again, or even want to kite again. As a 30-year-old, I kited over 180 days, and I'm pretty proud of that. I didn't think it would become a priority in my life until I moved to Puerto Rico, and my brother kindly reminded me it's the best place in the world to kite. And living here is really where I became an independent kiter. Now it's a part of my everyday life and identity, and the fact that I'm out there every day when it's windy, progressing and learning new things is honestly still a surprise to me. And now it's even more of a family activity because I recently taught my husband. He's out there all the time, and when he goes out, I don't see him for hours. I'm super grateful that I've gotten back into kiting because I see how it's shaping our life. I actually keep a spreadsheet that logs all of my kite sessions. I track the kite I flew, the board I rode, what I did, if there was anything out of the ordinary, or if I accomplished something new. Some days, challenging myself is easier than others. I feel like every day doesn't have to be a push out of the comfort zone. Sometimes it's just nice to ride. But other days, it feels really great to push myself. Usually something good happens, or at least nothing terrible happens. And that's positive reinforcement to keep trying new things, especially the things that scare me. For example, with the foil, I'm still hesitant to come into contact with it. That scares me. I'm one of those people who always sees the risk in things. Because I'm not comfortable with the ocean and being around the reef, I'm still learning, and that's always in the back of my mind. Kiting has taught me to be persistent, to be willing to keep trying, to push myself, but also leave space for myself. Everyone comes to kiting in a different way and has a different story. You just have to take it at your own pace. 10 years ago, I couldn't have told you I'd be living in Puerto Rico, kiting whenever it's windy. And I definitely didn't imagine being the kiter I am today. I'm really proud of the fact that I've made kiting my own. I've adopted my own style and created my own community, because it used to be something I only thought my brother did. So be willing to keep trying and keep crashing and keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, because as I've learned, eventually that comfort zone gets bigger.
Sick. Yeah. And then she's gonna come out and just walk to the left, so just hold that frame.